Guys, I know it's been a while, but today's video I'm going to be talking about like when people tell you to take the high road or to let it go whenever your narcissist is going around telling people that you did things that you didn't, or just basically spreading rumors about you. So when you get upset or try to talk to somebody about it and they're just like, oh, you should just take the high road, or just let it go. And I've been looking around for information about that because it just seems to me like all it did all these years was just make things worse. And it was like telling the narcissist, hey, since I'm not going to defend myself, go ahead and keep on doing it. So basically, when someone is saying, take the high road, they are telling you not to defend yourself. Or basically that you're not allowed to defend yourself. I've taken the high road pretty much almost all my life. Look where it got me. I don't have any friends. Well, I have friends, but I don't have any family friends that I can talk to. And I actually don't really have any family other than my daughter. And when it comes to my ex, we had mutual friends, and I've lost those friends because they've taken his side. Even though I didn't even say my side, I just kept silent about it. And I thought that by taking the high road, I was doing what's best, because I'm not a big fan of drama because I've dealt with it my whole life. Dysfunction is too much stress. So I figure, well, I'll just ignore it. It'll go away. It doesn't go away. When you ignore it, you are telling the narcissist, hey, I'm not going to do anything about it. And they just keep on and keep on. You can go no contact, but if you can't go no contact, like if you're still with your narcissist in a relationship or marriage or whatever, or if you have kids together, even though you're separated or divorced, they're still in your life. So it just makes it a whole lot harder on you when you're ignoring these things. In the past, I believed it was better to ignore it, and I'm starting to realize now it's not better to ignore it, because ignoring it is kind of like making people think that it's true, because they think, oh, usually people who aren't guilty will go around preaching their innocence. And when someone doesn't preach their innocence, they'll think, okay, well, they must be guilty of it. So anyway, I kind of made a little list of things that you can do. And one of them is, like I said, don't ignore it. It's hard to ignore, it's hard to acknowledge it when you don't even know what's being said about you. Because like I said in other videos, my mom's probably said tons of things that I don't even know about. And it's frustrating because you can't defend yourself if you don't know what's being said. But the least you can do is, what you do know that they said, let people know that it's not true. And this one's going to be, in my opinion, the absolute hardest, is avoid showing people how angry you are. Because when you're publicly upset, it's like letting your narcissist win. The narcissist wants you to be upset so that you look crazy. And then when they have told people, hey, she's crazy, they think, oh, well, there she is showing her crazy, so it must be true. It's insanely hard because they have spent their whole lives or your whole relationship emotionally and mentally tearing you apart And it's like when someone goes in the military, they break them down to build them back up. Well, that's what a narcissist does, is they break you down, but they don't do the whole building back up part. So you're broken down and you're confused and you don't know what to do and you don't know how to handle your emotions. They want you to be crazy and sound crazy. So you've got to try to sound, I guess, as mellow as possible when talking to people. Kind of make it like sound like you don't care. Be like, oh yeah, my mom's crazy and, you know, she's a narcissist. She likes to go around telling people that I did X, Y, and Z. Even though I didn't, but, you know, it's whatever. That's pretty much how I talk about things that she's done now. The next thing is do not spread false things about your narcissist. Even though they're going around saying false things about you, if you go around doing the same thing, there might be people out there that may be able to disprove what you're saying. And all that's going to do is make the narcissist look like even more that they're telling the truth. And not only that, that will also give the narcissist pretty much free reign to say and do whatever they want. Because they know that now that your lie about them has been exposed, they can go around lying all they want, and people are going to believe them just because of that. And you can sit there and say to your blue in the face that what they're saying is not true, and they're not going to believe you. Even if you prove many things that the narcissist said was a lie, the one time that you lie, they're going to remember. Like, not the narcissist remember, but the people that you tell it to. Next is stand up for yourself. This can be difficult for a lot of us because being broken down by a narcissist our whole lives or for our whole relationship with them, you seem kind of sheepish. Not really sheepish. I don't really know how to put it, but like you're run down, like you don't have any will left. Okay, sorry about that. I kind of just lost a little bit of track. My roommate came in to grab something to eat. So I'm just going to move on to the next point. Okay, so the whole point of a narcissist, or for the narcissist, is to be the first person that people hear news from because they love the gossip. Especially because it's bad gossip and it makes you look bad. So before they can get to some people, tell them yourself. Just be like, casually mention, oh, hey, you know, my narcissist is going around saying this about me. And it's better for them to hear it from you first than the narcissist. Because like I said, the narcissist takes complete glory in being heard first. So when you tell other people, hey, you know, they said this about me, it's not true, this is the real truth, they're more apt to believe you. I think I read somewhere that if there are two sides to a story, people tend to believe the first story, or the story that they hear first, and then they think that the second one is just to cover up for the first one. That might be true, I don't really know, but in my experience, I try not to be in the middle of things. So if I have two friends and they're fighting and the first one tells me this and the second one tells me that, I feel like I want to believe the first person over the second person because they told me first. But mentally I know that I should just kind of stay out of it and play neutral, even though a lot of times that lands you in a bad place because then they just both end up hating you too. And then somewhere down the line they decide to be friends again and they still hate you because you wouldn't pick sides. Anyway, so the next one is, well, it's the last one too. Confront your narcissist. Don't be all, oh, I know you said blah, 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 blah about me. No, just kind of try to make it so that the situation won't escalate, even though you know probably 9 times out of 10 it's a narcissist. It's probably going to escalate. But you need them to know that you know what they're saying about you. So you can just be like, hey, I know you're saying X, Y, and Z about me. You know, try not to have any emotions when you say it. Kind of act like you don't care. Just be calm, even though they might get irate. But I'm urging you, do not confront your narcissist if you think that it could land you in a dangerous situation where they might hurt you, kill you, or anything of that sort. Possibly throw things at you or around the room, go around the house breaking stuff, or they might retaliate in a very bad way. Just only do it if you think it'll be safe to. It's different if they just get a little mad or whatever, like, oh my God, how dare you call me out on it or something like that, or oh, I'm not saying that about you even though you know they are. But anyway, that's just basically the stuff that you can do. Just remember, when people tell you to take the high road, that they're telling you that your side of the story doesn't matter and that you're not allowed to defend yourself. If you have any questions, or if you want to talk about this subject, or if you've tried any of the methods, or if you had any feelings, like if you have different feelings about what I've said, go ahead, comment down below, and I'll see you later. Take care.